afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to Cheektowaga Recreational Center, where Nickel City Hockey Network brings you live coverage of the Upstate New York Collegiate Hockey League playoffs. This afternoon brings us the UNYCHL Division II West pre-quarterfinals featuring the Buffalo State Bengals and the host for this afternoon's game. My name is Sean McHugh, here to deliver the call of this afternoon's action, joined by new member to Nickel City Hockey Network, color commentator Ronan Hoffmaster, camera operator Jeff Jazarowski, live from the 412 Communications broadcast booth. 412 Communications, your new gold standard in digital media solutions. Ronan, it's the postseason, and the action is starting out with a matchup that has given us two very exciting and intense hockey games, and now the rubber match gives us the dramatic conclusion to this chapter of what has been a very intense
UNYCHL West Division play for third spot, which is right behind their opponent this afternoon, where ECC has a record of 8-1-1. Good for second place with Fredonia holding the top seed at 9-0-1.
Rec Center just 6 days ago had the Cats coming away with the win and securing home ice today in the regular season finale by a score of 5-3, as the Cats came out firing in the first period to take a 3-1 lead into the second period, led by 2 goals from leading scorer Connor Smith and another from Andrew Baker, who has been a thorn in the Bengals' side for his entire ECC career. Bengals were able to get the score to within 1 before ECC got a Ryan Matthews goal to put the icing on the cake, and now the home ice advantage, which has mattered in this series, belongs to the Cats. It is the third and final matchup between these two UNYCHL West Division rivals in a winner-take-all, as this is just about to get started, and the winner of this game will get the right to face Fredonia, the 1-seed Fredonia Blue Devils, coming in at 9-0-1, and then from there, we will have the rest of the playoffs shake out as both teams try to win a UN.
They play physical as well. This is going to be a great game. Just got to get shots in on both these goalies, and yeah, they're very fast. So watch for a fast physical game. It'll be an exciting one for sure.
Definitely a fast physical game. These two teams bring a lot of speed to the table, and also we have an outstanding matchup in goal today, as incumbent starter senior AJ White will get the nod for the Bengals, as he has played extremely well in the second semester, getting back to the form we are used to seeing him, as he was a highly touted prospect coming into the organization between these two schools. And now we get the intensity of playoffs to add to that drama, as bragging rights, as well as the ability to continue your season, at least in UNYCHL play, is at stake here. And Ronan, you're an experienced hockey player. Tell some people who may not have the insight just how much different it is from regular season to the playoffs.
Well, I know every guy on this ice will be going down to block a shot every chance they get, because if you don't, your season could be over just like that. So it's going to be more physical, it's going to be quicker, it's going to be more intensity, because these guys obviously don't want to end their season, a lot of these seniors, and yeah, there's going to be a lot of block shots, because there's going to be diving bodies all over the place, sacrifice for your team. That's what playoffs is about.
And also, excuse me, the winner of today's game will actually get to cross to play Niagara County Community College. That was a mistake on my end. And that's a team, Buffalo State did just face them. They got them 7-3 last time they faced, but like Ronan is aware, that is a very strong team. That is a team that's a force to be reckoned with. They have been since they came into the league. Head coach Drew Harris doing a great job with that team, plucking a lot of talent from the junior ranks, as well as just great players from the Western New York area, similar to what ECC and what these Buffalo State Bengals have been doing to get their programs up and running, as the officials are taking the ice here to get the nets pegged in, as we are just 2 minutes away from puck drop between the Bengals and the ECC Cats, as the Bengals now are about to take the ice. And one thing we'd like to point out before we get started is the Bengals came into the season on a mission. They did not live up to the standards they set for themselves, or honestly what people around the league had set for them with the success they had the previous 3 seasons. They did go through the dreaded down year, and the mission was to play harder, to play a better team game, and to get back to the playoffs and to get back into the form we are used to this Bengals team seeing. Making the playoffs and possibly giving a great effort and winning this game would go a long way towards accomplishing that goal.
Right, yes it would. They've had a down year for Buff State, but they easily have a chance to take the title again, or to take the title this year. And they're a very strong team, and so is this ECC team. This will be an amazing matchup.
This game here, the decision to play at this game, well, not the decision, just ECC winning home ice advantage, as the teams are being introduced onto the ice. We're going to head down to ice level as both the Cats and the Bengals are being welcomed to the ice by the PA announcer. The Bengals and the Cats are now on the ice as both teams are heading to their respective benches, getting some last-second pep talking from their coaching staffs before the intensity that is playoff hockey at all levels, whether it be college, pro, or youth, is about to get underway. Ronan, I think I can speak for both you, me, and any hockey fan out here. There is nothing better than playoff hockey, and we are minutes away from our first taste of 2024.
Totally agree. Playoff hockey is just a whole different beast, and it's so much fun to watch how intense it is compared to the regular season. Just so much is on the line, and these guys definitely show it.
And it's an added bonus that we get a first-round playoff matchup between two teams that are matched up extremely evenly, two teams that play hard, and two teams that have bragging rights on the line, as we are now going to head down. As the PA acknowledges our teams and sings the national anthems. And with that, the starting lineups are announced. The national anthem is played. Both teams are on the ice as we are about ready for playoff hockey between the Buffalo State Bengals and the Erie Community College Cats. The rubber match between the number 2 and 3 teams in the UNYCHL Division 2 West Division, facing off in the third and final match to see who gets to move on to play the Niagara County Community College Thunderwolves.
This will be a great matchup here. Let's see who's starting.
The Bengals are starting a familiar top line as the line of Vincent Zach, Nolan Mitchell, and Brennan O'Donnell will take the ice for the Bengals, with Ryan Miller and Owen Gang on the blue line for the Bengals, and ECC is going to counter with another big line. That is going to be Matt Bajer, Eric Duma, Charles Gherkin.
Here we go.
With Cade Hayes and Joseph Shea on defense as we are underway as Miller and Bajer head to the wall as the Bengals look for a breakout here, but a quick turnover into the slot, and Bajer takes a quick shot, and that's fired wide. ECC blows the tire here, and the Bengals looking to break out there, but Matt Bajer, the speedster, back on the back check, takes that puck away, and ECC is going to head to the neutral zone. Ryan Miller going D-to-D for Owen Gang, steps over the red line, chips it down low, and the Bengals will lead on the forecheck. Jace Faso plays the puck down for Shea, and here come the Cats with Gherkin. Gherkin sends one up for Duma just behind him. That is going to be an icing. No, Duma beats it out on the hustle play, and it's going to be the Cats leading possession down low. Damian Ish chips it up the wall, looking for Nolan Mitchell, but a good pinch on the play there by Christian Manjone, and it's kept in alive by the Cats. Puck's turned over behind the net to Charles Gherkin. Gherkin looking in front, feeds one back to the point man. And now it's Tatford, but he has the puck taken off his stick by Campbell. Jack Campbell in alone over the line. Campbell walking in on his backhand, and he puts it just wide of the glove hand of Jace Faso.
Great chance there.
Damian Ish backpedaling into his own zone, looking for a breakout pass. Calmly flips a nice saucer pass ahead for Campbell, and Campbell steps around one, hits the brakes at center ice below our broadcast position before the puck is taken off his stick by Andrew Baker. Back it goes for Manjone, back for Andrew Baker. We know all about him, the smooth skating two-way defenseman for the Cats. Fires it up ahead now for Tatford. Chipping it through the neutral zone it goes, and it's Connor Smith looking for an opportunity. Connor Smith takes a shot, and that's fired wide. Bengals do not want to make a habit of giving number 10 too many looks for the Cats. Here comes Jack Campbell gaining the line. He's got Allen with him. Campbell puts a move on the defender, takes the shot there, and Jace Faso cool on his post. Makes the save. The outstanding goaltender for the Cats passes his first test of the game.
Very quick start here. A bunch of 2-on-1s. I know the teams are going to want to clean that up, but very quick start. A bunch of shots already. Great saves by the goalies.
Face-off is controlled by the Bengals initially, but it's going to be the Cats getting the puck to the blue line. Baker retreating back in his own end, looking for a breakout pass. Steps in the corner. Chips the puck up ahead now. And that is going to be Joseph Shea with a nice-looking outlet through the middle, but Ryan Matthews had it just knocked off his stick. Ryan Matthews had a big game last time these two teams met, and he's looking to continue that here, but it is Ryan Miller, the captain, jumping up from his D position. Miller looks to put a move on Shea. Shea putting a hand in his chest, but Miller continues on down below the goal line. Chips it ahead where Caden Mendick chips in, but it bounces off his stick, and it's Baker looking to gather and come out for the Cats. Shea leading the rush, gains the neutral zone, gains the line, finds Andrew Baker in stride. Baker gets Miller spun around, takes a shot on A.J. White, holds the 5-hole, and we're going to get a whistle here with 17:17 to go in first period play, as this broadcast is made possible by Buffalo Golf and Social, Western New York's premier indoor golf facility with simulators, lessons, and leagues. Book your next event at Buffalo Golf and Social.
These teams are going to keep shooting. And they're getting great shots off. Just keep shooting for a rebound, and that's how they're going to score tonight.
Battle down below the Buffalo State goal, and it heads into the corner where it's Bajer picking the puck up. Bajer on his backhand. Nice little turnaround, then fires a sneak attack shot, backdoor play. That was dangerous, but it's going to be Rhett Dara getting the puck to center ice. Bajer, though, I mean, he's like the Energizer Bunny. He just goes and goes and goes, and he flips it in over the head of Damian Ish. Little difficulty playing it, as there's Bajer again leading the forecheck. Puck is sent to the front of the net, and there's a race for it, but is kept alive there by Zachary Tatford, who chips it down low for Duma. Duma, tough angle shot off the side of the net where Gherkin gathers below the foot, stayed out. Dara wins the race to the puck, goes cross ice for Caden Mendick. That pass is too far for him, and is picked up there by Tatford. Bit of a bounce here, goes towards the Cats, and a quick shot there by Gherkin goes high and wide. But the Cats are they're just taking the 99 Dallas Stars approach, and they're just launching that thing from everywhere, and I am a fan of offense. I will never tell a team not to do that.
Right, it's always great to get shots off there, you know.
And that's what ECC is doing as well. As ECC, although not a lot of high danger opportunities, you still got to put shots on the net. In ECC, one thing we know, their defensemen are outstanding at getting those pucks to the net through screens. Goaltenders have a very difficult time seeing this, but other than that, they got to get them to the net. As here's a turnover here. Oh, and a good recovery there by Ryan Marshall. Puck is sent in down below the line there where it's picked up by Ryan Miller. Off the half wall it goes there for Nolan Mitchell, chipping it high off the glass, but it's kept in by Alex Totten. Alex Totten, a former defenseman you know very well, Ronan. He put in 30 in high school from his D position. No lack of offense from number 8 for the Cats.
He was amazing in high school. Still is.
Brandon O'Donnell, the speedster, gaining center ice. Far side chip looking for Nolan Mitchell, but Totten, strong on his skates, gets there first and backhands it up here, and it's going to be ECC looking to lead the breakout. Marciello does send the puck into the offensive zone, but the Bengals were offside, so that is going to allow ECC an opportunity for a breakout. But it is, Christian Mangione having a little bit of difficulty. Breakout is slowed down, but the possession is maintained by the Cats. Nice outlet pass. Almost a great catch there by Krzyzkowski. And now the game is being played, a little bit of pinball in the neutral zone as Owen Gang will retreat into his corner and look to start the breakout for the Bengals. Face-off is going to come up to the right of Jay Spasso as that play is whistled down. As we're going to get a whistle as this broadcast is brought to you by 412 Communications, the new gold standard in digital media solutions. 412 Communications, building bridges between your brand and its clientele. From broadcast to social, print to digital, the 412 Communications team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you.
Quick pace here so far. This is already shaping up to be super exciting, just like we thought.
Puck is chipped through into the neutral zone, and a long shot on goal. Ooh, bit of a handcuff job on A.J. White. Those are nerve-wracking. But the goaltender for the Bengals holds on, and we'll get a whistle coming up with 14:37 to go in the first period.
Yep, just like we thought. The teams are just firing it here. Anything can go in, so keep firing the puck.
Puck is sent through center ice, and it's chipped right back in as the play is offsides, and Carson Kummer will skate to it, but it is going to be kept alive by the Cats until Campbell sends the puck out to center ice. Andrew Baker going D-to-D to Cade Hayes. Cade Hayes, the big, strong, skating, hard-shooting defenseman, gets the puck up to Connor Smith. And Connor Smith, the lethal forward, comes in, drags a shot through for the 5-hole. A.J. White keeps his paddle down and steers that to the side. Long shot, and they score! Ryan Matthews continues his assault on the Buffalo State Bengals defense. Absolutely wires one off the bar, and ECC takes the initial lead. Ryan Matthews with an absolute bomb, and the Cats take a 1-0 lead with 14:04 to go here in the first period.
11th goal of the year for Matthews, and that was an absolute ripper from the left side, top circles, through a screen, and he couldn't have placed it better off the post there.
We had mentioned earlier that ECC defensemen and forwards are outstanding at firing those pucks through screens. There's an example of that as here comes Duma. Stuff his stick there by Lawrence, but it's going to be the Cats keeping the play alive as Bajer has Miller in his pocket, and now here's Mark Hager. Up it goes for Eberhard. Eberhard chips it ahead of one defenseman and heads in. Eberhard has help going to the net here, but it's going to be the Cats, and the Cats have some speed here. Gherkin sends an outlet pass for Duma, but a good stick there by Ryan Miller as Duma had some speed and was looking to create another high-danger opportunity. Steve White doing a nice job in his death minutes, chipping the puck down low, and then Mark Hager will lead the forecheck. Capped in by Miller. Miller takes a shot that hits a stick and goes over the net, and the puck is gathered there by Shea. Shea has Hager on him, and Shea's just content waiting for it to develop behind his net as Hager pops out. Long pass. That's going to work out as here comes Bajer. Backhand. The save is made, and A.J. White has it, and Ryan Miller does a great job of just making sure that there's no rebound or loose puck. As we're going to get a face-off here with 13:06 to go, and Ronan, ECC starting to stretch the ice. Buffalo State cannot be caught looking down low on defense with these elite skating ECC forwards lurking behind them.
Right. As a defenseman, you got to make sure no one's behind you, and they knocked it out of the air there, but it still ended up on Bajor's stick, and he had a great chance.
Magnus Indridson into the corner, chips it ahead for Damian Ish. Ish on his backhand has some trouble to deal with, but it gets the puck up to Rhett Dara, who is not able to get it out as ECC keeps the play alive. Owen Gang down below the goal line, goes D-to-D for Damian Ish, but he has some difficulty off the bounce there, but Magnus Indridson in good position is going to look to skate it out. Saucer pass read there by Manjone, and he's going to fire that back in as ECC will allow that all day as they'll just gather the puck in the neutral zone and flip it in as they're winning these puck battles so far. Ooh, Indridson might have gotten away with a trip there, but I'm not going to say anything about that as the play continues as ECC again gathers the puck at center ice and just continues to shoot either on net or near the net. Good play. Looking to chip it ahead, though. Damian Ish. He's got some pressure coming, but he does put a pass on the stick of Dara, but here come the Cats again. Owen Gang, though, doing a nice job to step on the goal scorer, Ryan Matthews. Caden Mendick chips the puck ahead, and Shea is going to send the puck through the zone. Nobody home there as Damian Ish will pick up the puck and backpedal into his own defensive zone. Puck is chipped ahead there as Totten will chip it into the Bengal zone there, but Gang is going to gather and look to send it through center ice off the stick of Mendick, but it's going to work out as Nolan Mitchell will send it past O'Donnell. He has a little trouble handling that, and ECC is going to come the other way as they're going to chip it down low. Icing is waved off as Kummer and Matthews go to the wall. Matthews gets there first and leaves it for Connor Smith. Smith overskates the puck a little bit in the corner, and it's taken off his stick, but it goes behind Kummer, and then Andrew Baker, looking down from his defensive position, chips it down low, and he's down on the wall again. Bengals really seem to be fighting the puck early in this period as just the passing is just a little bit off, and that's all ECC needs to jump on that as now Brennan O'Donnell's going to look to skate. Slams on the brakes and fires a gorgeous pass to Zach, and here he comes. Vincent Zach. Mohawk turns looking for a shot. Cross pass for O'Donnell with a shot, and Jace Faso high on the blue paint makes his best save of the game. Ryan Miller, low shot for the far post. That just goes wide as now the Bengals are going to look to put some pressure on. And that was short-lived as here comes Connor Smith leading a breakout. Connor Smith, up it goes for Duma. Play is on sides. Duma slams on the brakes. Backdoor pass for Baker. That's chipped just wide as Miller's going to gather the puck on the half wall and chip it out to center ice. Looking for Jake Allen. That's too far ahead of everybody as we are going to get an icing with 10:33 here to go in the first period as this broadcast is brought to you by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker to buy, sell, or lease any office, industrial, retail, or investment property. Trust the unparalleled knowledge and experience of Militello Realty.
ECC is really controlling the play here so far. They're just getting pucks deep, getting it on net, and just going to work, and they're out-hustling Buff State so far.
So far, ECC has had the much better of play, and that appears to continue here as this puck is flipped all the way down the ice, as we will get another icing as this broadcast is brought to you by Envious Gameware, designers of high-end custom hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. Visit EnviousGameware.com to give your team a look to be envious of. Faceoff is coming up to the blocker side of goaltender A.J. White as Jake Allen leans in to take the faceoff for the Cats. As there's a bit of a stalemate here, but it's going to be Gherkin that initially gains possession, but it's knocked off his stick by Miller, and then Miller chips the puck off the glass, but it's kept in by Zachary Tatford. Here comes Jake Allen, the former Cat, puts a move on Duma, but he's all by himself. 4 Cats on the back check. Jake Allen, though, waiting for reinforcements, but here come the Cats, but it's turned over right away to Campbell. Campbell on his backhand, chips one ahead for Ian Worth. That play is on sides, though, and Gherkin gathers at center ice to start the break. Problems for the Cats, but a neat stick lift there by Cade Hayes knocks the opportunity off Ryan Miller. Cade Hayes now continues to hold his man right there, and the ref is... That took 20 seconds too long to call, and then he throws his stick for some reason as Ryan Miller draws a penalty. Oh, he had Miller stay. Okay, well... That is the chippiness we have come to expect here in these playoffs. Intensity out the wazoo. We're going to see they definitely got Cade Hayes. Did they get Ryan Miller as well?
High emotion there, and it's going to be like that all game. So you got to try to stay clean, both teams, because special teams is going to be very important, and both of them are going.
They got both players. They got both players, and both. We're going to skate 4 aside here for 2 minutes. We'll get you in a shot. Would you mind giving us that space, please? We need this whole area because we can't see the ice. I'm so sorry. Face-off is coming up in the neutral zone here as we are going to skate again 4 aside. as the faceoff will come into the neutral zone. A little bit of discussing here, but we need to get an explanation here as the whistle is going to be blown here. And I think it's just a matter of getting the lines matched up here, as now we're set to go as Indridson will lean in to take the face-off against Baker. Baker's moving up to forward for this shift, and he is a strong skater, so this actually is a good Swiss Army knife option to have for the Cats. It's going to be the Bengals getting the puck out, but the aforementioned smooth skating Andrew Baker will gather the puck in his defensive zone and go back for Totten. And now here comes Baker again. Baker skates through the neutral zone, chips the puck in deep, and he's going to chase after it. Gang and Connor Smith going to the wall, and it finds its way back to Totten. Manjone had Caden Mendick bothering him, and that puck finds its way out to center ice and into the Cats defensive zone, and they will regroup as it's Baker. On his backhand, calmly glides into his own zone, finds Totten, and then a nice 1-2 tic-tac touch pass.
So smart.
Very, very good break, and then the fanciness gets the best of Manjone, and now Indridson looking to take advantage of a D-man caught. Indridson backhands looking for Mendick. He ducks under the defense and he goes to the puck, but he is neatly removed from the play by Connor Smith. Great awareness by number 10, and now here he comes with the puck. Looks to get around Ish. He does, and then goes for the shot, and it's a great save there by White. Connor Smith maintaining possession, and then a pass in front. Hits a defenseman, and the leading scorer for the Cats gets a gift, but you'll take them how they come in the playoffs, as it's now a 2-0 ECC lead.
Number 28 on the year for Connor Smith, and that was a little pinball, but you just see his speed coming into the zone. He's always on the puck, and he'll rip one, and that one finds it, so you always got to be careful with that shot.
Hey, the goal scorers have as much skill as they have luck. Connor Smith is able to bar down one. He's also not gonna complain about that, as the dangerous number 10 for the Cats gets another one, and it's a 2-0 ECC lead, and they are not done as they're looking to get early, just like they did in the first matchup. Get ahead early, give yourself some margin for error. Bajer, as if ECC doesn't have enough talent, here comes 26 and White as he lets a high, hard shot go as the glove hand of A.J. White spears that out of the air. As we're going to get a whistle here with 7:40 to go with 23 seconds to go in 4-on-4 play.
It's really tough to play this ECC team in 4-on-4 play. They're very quick, so it's tough to give them more space on the ice.
Play is kept alive there by O'Donnell. Oh, neat stick check there by Shea, and now here comes Bajer. But Owen Gang takes a nice angle, puts Bajer down, but Bajer still has the puck. That Bajer is a strong player, then a shot from Shea, and you called it, Ronan. There's one play diving out to make a block. That's Carson Kummer. Big block here, selling out for his team now. As Mitchell, nice breakout for the Bengals as here comes O'Donnell. O'Donnell skating right into the teeth, drops one from Mitchell. Mitchell, though, and a good defensive play by the forward Charles Gherkin, as he steps up and removes Mitchell from the play nicely. As here is Eric Duma now on his forehand, dips below the goal line as Damian Ish puts him into the wall. Ish chips it ahead, chipping in, goes forward looking for his high school teammate Ian Worth. It's going to be Ish legging the puck out of his own zone, taking two Cats with him and getting the puck down low as Jake Allen will go on to his counterpart. I believe that is the exact same jersey piece of cloth Jake wore for the Cats last year. And now the Bengals are looking to cause a forecheck, but Ian Worth almost creates a turnover, but it's Gherkin on his forehand, takes a shot, and that's going to go wide. Manjone takes a look over his shoulder, chips it down low as Colby Lawrence is going to head in with Lewis Miller. Miller gets a rough ride into the wall, and now it's going to be the Bengals. Here comes Allen. Allen with speed. He's getting hooked, and a shot is saved by Faso. But that was a smart hook, as there was no way the ref could have seen that quick play. If you get away with it, it's good defense.
Right.
Oh, and a hand pass is called. That's a bit of a tough break here as Campbell had some speed through the zone, as we're going to get a whistle coming up with 5:58 to go here in the opening period, as this broadcast is brought to you by the Battaglia Marciano Agency, an independent agent for auto, homeowners, business, and life insurance. The Battaglia Marciano Agency provides peace of mind for Western New Yorkers for over 35 years.
ECC so far has showed how well coached they are in the defensive zone. They're very structured, and they've been breaking it out very well against this Buff State team. So hopefully they can start getting cleaner entries.
Well, that does not help anything for the Bengals as Connor Smith, the lethal forward for the Cats, gets his second of the period, catches A.J. White leaning off his post a little bit, and a nightmarish start for the Bengals continues as the Cats open up a 3-goal lead here in the first period.
The best players rise up in the playoffs, and that's just what this kid is doing so far. Connor Smith already, he's got 2 goals. Best player on the ice so far.
This is something that plagued these Bengals early in the season. They would get down early in the first period, and by the time they would start getting back into it, the lead was just too much, and the Bengals are in real danger of that happening again, but Campbell's trying to do something about that through the neutral zone. Ryan Matthews chips the puck in down low as Miller is going to swing it around the boards there as Campbell's going to go to the wall with Shea. He does get it out, but Matthews on his forecheck, on the back check, gets home, and Cade Hayes again as these ECC Cats, they get the puck in their defensive zone. One pass D to D, one pass out. It's simple but effective, and now here's Ian Worth. Ian Worth shields the puck, drops a pass back for Campbell. Campbell sends it back. Ryan Miller with his patented one-timer doesn't get all of that one, and Jake Allen keeps it alive. Chips the puck in down low for Ian Worth. Worth looks to send one in front to Campbell, but good defense by the Cats prevents that. And then Ryan Miller pinches. He does prevent the breakout, but he does not keep the play in as Allen has to cover for the D. Up it goes to Miller. He's in a real tough spot right now with 3 Cats all over him. Joseph Shea toe-picking through the defensive zone. Sends one up off the wall. Read neatly by Dara. And now the Bengals are going to look to get something going here in this first period. Dara just chips it in. Icing's waved off. And then Rhett Dara is going to bear down on Christian Manjone to begin the forecheck. Manjone rings it around for Shea. The top B pair for the Cats. Another breakout there, read neatly by Dara, but the play does get to center ice, which is going to force the Bengals to tag up. And now it's a breakout for the Cats into the zone. There's a shot there blocked by Damian Ish, but Ryan Matthews goes in on the forecheck. It's Krasinski getting it back. There's a shot there and a save there by White, and another shot by Manjone, pinballing around as now the Cats are buzzing around in the zone. Tatford with a shot. A.J. White makes the save, and then Caden Mendick cleans up the garbage and is going to skate it out through neutral ice. Mendick chips it around. Manjone gives him a rough ride, but he heads on in on Zachary Tatford, who chips it up ahead, looking for Krzyzkowski. Krzyzkowski drops it back, and now here's a 2-on-1 for the Cats. Walking in with a shot, A.J. White. That was a very important save, as you cannot go down 4-0 in the first with 3:44 to go in the opening period, as this broadcast is brought to you by Pup Styled by Jesse for one-on-one grooming services, having your dog looking forward to its next visit. Voted a best of 716 pet groomer for 2022 and 2023. Pup Styled by Jesse on Main Street in Clarence, just east of Transit Road.
It'll be interesting to see what adjustments that Buff State makes, because they're playing a passive 1-2-2. They're dumping it in and setting the 1-2-2, and it's not working so far, so it'll be interesting to see.
Nice setup into the slot right there, and a tip by Bajer. A.J. White had to be on top of that one to make another save. Brennan O'Donnell going hard into the boards with his check. Dislodges it, and the Bengals will get the puck to center ice, but now they're in the zone here, but again, ECC has a forward back with both defensemen every time. The commitment to defense is exactly what you need in the postseason. And look at this breakout again, as it's going to be Duma with Bajer. Duma takes the shot, blockered away by A.J. White, and the rebound is sent wide.
Great save.
A.J. White being called upon to do damage control here. And that puck is sent to the blue line, but is kept alive by the Cats by Totten. Shea, very active on his blue line position, keeps it alive as Vincent Zach goes cross ice looking for Mitchell. Mitchell just kind of chips it ahead of Alex Totten as Mitchell was at the end of his shift as icing is waved off, as we're going to get fresh troops here for the Bengals as Jack Eberhard goes in hard on the forecheck. Cats break out again with Gherkin. Gherkin going one-on-one with Damian Ish. The shot is tipped wide as Ryan Miller's going to have to dip into the defensive zone. Ryan Miller's going to be able to skate this out, and he's got room, but Bajer's closing gap. Miller goes down, but he does get it to Eberhard, but 2 forwards cross, and now it's going to be a breakout for Gherkin. Gherkin going one-on-one with Ish, takes a shot. Damian Ish with a good stick, though, tips that out of play as we're going to get a whistle here with 2:19 to go here in the opening period, as this broadcast is brought to you by Ivy Lee Pharmacy, locally owned neighborhood pharmacy in Buffalo for over 60 years. Visit them at their location at 2446 Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore or at ivyleepharmacy.com. Face-off is won by ECC, and Connor Smith looking for the Hattie. Puts a shot there. A.J. White makes the save. Cross-ice pass. is handled there. Cade Hayes winds and fires. That hits a blank in front and is going to head out as Mark Hager looks to lead the breakout. Looks middle. That was Eberhard looking for Hager. And the play is still kept alive initially as Hager, great job, gets the puck in deep, and now Steve White's going to lead the forecheck. Jack Eberhard, the energy player, keeps the puck alive down low as Steve White's going to go to the wall here, and he takes a rough ride from Hayes, but the play is kept alive. Steve White doing a great job with Jack Eberhard, but now the puck is chipped ahead, and Connor Smith's got some room. Connor Smith toe drags around Miller, but a good defensive play by Owen Gang disrupts that shot attempt as the puck is brought back to Hayes from the point. Good block there by Carson Kummer. That's his second or third block of the period. Eberhard gets the puck out to center ice and will head off on a change as Allen leads the forecheck, but it's Andrew Baker with time. Chips it ahead to Smith. Puts a nice move on Kummer, and here comes Smith. Oh, good look by Smith, and Matthews was just a little ahead of that pass. That was about to be a beautiful setup by number 10 in white. Off the wall, looking for the long pass, but Totten read that like a book and knocks that down and sends it right back where it came from. Outlet pass just a hair far ahead of Jack Campbell as we're inside a minute to go in the opening period as Mangione goes D-to-D for Totten, and a breakout was just ahead of the intended target. Charles Gherkin and Damian Ish will retreat back for icing with 44.9 to go here in the opening period, as this broadcast is also brought to you by Colvin Cleaners. For dry cleaning, wash and fold, tailoring, and more, Colvin Cleaners is who the Bengals trust to keep their uniforms the sharpest in the league. Bengals really could use a push right here, Ronan, to at least get one so they can start feeling good going into the second period.
They really do. They need to start testing Faso, and they need to start getting more shots on.
There's one way to do it as Campbell takes a shot. I don't know if Faso got a leg on it or if it got deflected, but a nice play off the faceoff leads to a shot, but it's ECC maintaining possession down below the line. That same D-to-D play to Totten, and again, it's leading the breakout as Gherkin gets the pass. He's one-on-one with Miller with Bajer. Gherkin takes a hard shot from an angle. A.J. White holds firm now, but with 26.3 to go in the opening period, ECC is going to get an offensive zone faceoff, and they have provided all of their offense off their offensive zone faceoff, so this is a big series here for the Bengals if they're going to stay in this game.
Right. Bengals need to win the draw here and just chip it out and try to survive the rest of this period.
Miller, that's going to work out as it's a 2-on-1. Mitchell with Zach. Mitchell, and he overskates the puck, and that's going to go by the wayside, and now the Cats are going to look to counter with Duma. Vincent Zach, though, from his forward position getting back. Hayes has a ton of room, and he shoots, and he fires it wide. Do not allow 11 to have that kind of space from that spot again. You will pay for it next time. The period comes to an end as the Bengals fought the puck a bit, got bit for it. It's only a 3-0 lead. This can be erased. But for ECC at home, that's about as good a period as you could possibly ask for.
They looked so quick. They were on every puck. The breakouts were, I think, a little too easy. I hope the Bengals switch up their forecheck because they're running a passive 1-2-2, and ECC's defense would just hold it and wait and break it out almost too easy every single time. So Bengals just got to be quicker, keep getting shots on, and yeah.
All right, so that is going to do it here for the first period as ECC has a steep lead here. Nothing.
People ask, what is Buffalo Golf and Social? Buffalo Golf and Social is anything you want it to be. It can be the best instruction. It can be a vibe. It can be a hangout with your friends, running a simulator for 4 hours, playing your own playlist, and putting a game up on the TV. We are about everything and anything pertaining to golf. And most importantly, we are trying to build a community of players and a community of people who love and are dedicated to the game. There's benefits to practicing both indoors and outdoors, but one of the great things about practicing indoors here, with the technology we have, that golf ball, whatever it's doing in here, is exactly what it's doing outside. So using it here allows you the opportunity to change, to play around with your numbers, to see what fits you best and how your eye sees the golf shot, and able to then allow you to have the repetition to do it on the course under pressure, time in and time out. I think one of the best things about having an instructor that you could rely on is you have someone to bounce ideas off of, and sometimes they're there just to remind you that one thing you could have forgot about from a few lessons ago. An instructor's job is to also help keep you on track with the end game, or the end goal I should say, in sight, and slowly but surely getting to that point. I like to empower you to understand everything that's going on so that when I'm not with you,
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
and welcome back to Cheektowaga Recreation Center, where we are just about set for second period action. I am Sean McHugh, here to deliver you the call of this afternoon's action, joined by color commentator Ronan Hoffmaster, live from the 412 Communications broadcast booth. 412 Communications, the new gold standard in digital media solutions. After 20 minutes of play, it is a 3-0 Erie Community College lead on 2 goals from Connor Smith and another by Matt Bajer. As second period coverage is brought to you by Buffalo Golf and Social, Western New York's top destination for year-round practice and instruction, with locations in downtown Buffalo and in Orchard Park, New York. Ronan, that was not exactly how you draw up an opening period in the playoffs for the Bengals. So in your experience, what do they need to do to get back into this game and, keep their season alive?
I believe obviously they have to make some adjustments. They should start running at least a 2-1-2, get more pressure in, because they're kind of running a passive forecheck, and their entries need to be a bit cleaner. This is a great defensive ECC team, so they just need to get in cleaner and take more shots.
More shots, a better forecheck, as let's see if that comes to fruition as the Bengals win the face-off, as Damian Ish retreats into his own end and goes D-to-D for Gang. Gang, though, has that taken off his stick as it's sent right to the slot, and Bajer having a tough time controlling that. Good thing, too, because he was in his extremely high danger scoring opportunity. But so far, it's the Cats buzzing around with possession. Gherkin looks to feed one in front. That's kept alive by Shea with a point shot. Ooh, they left Bajer all alone on the doorstep right there. I would not advise making a habit of that ever.
That was a close one for sure.
Puck hits a puddle. You can see the water shooting off the puck here, as passing is going to be really tough for the first little while, as this ice has not dried. Well, that had nothing to do with wet ice. That was just a good defensive play there by Duma, but here come the Bengals as Vincent Zach chips it around Shea. Zach to the back door, and Nolan Mitchell just is unable to get the full blade on that to bury it, as that was a beautifully set up play by Vincent Zach.
Beautiful.
2 longtime teammates as well. Shea chips it off the glass, and that's going to get by Ryan Miller, and Gang's going to have to race for it with Duma. Gang gets there first, but Duma is not giving him an inch here, as Gang drops it behind for the captain, Ryan Miller. Cross ice it goes as Jake Allen chips it high and out. That was held nicely. Here come the Bengals, though, with Allen. Here, an uncharacteristically, I don't want to say undisciplined, because it was clearly incidental, but a mistake nonetheless by Erie Community College. Now the task is for the Bengals to take advantage on the power play, as this power play is brought to you by Envious Gameware, designers of high-end custom hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. Visit Envious Gameware to give your team a look to be envious of.
Well, State really needs this one.
Ryan Miller tiptoeing at the point. Eye on that paint to get the shot off. Campbell keeps it alive initially, and now he's wheeling around, creating space. Looks to put a move on Hayes, and Hayes steps right in front of that, and the puck is sent the length of the ice. Not crazy about how cavalier A.J. White was playing that, but no harm, no foul, as the Bengals look to break it out with Ian Worth. The breakout just is not as crisp and clean for the Bengals as it is for the Cats right here, as the puck is dropped for Campbell, who gets ahead of one man. Campbell, he's got a long reach, gets on his backhand, puts it ahead, goes for the stuff attempt, and Faso makes the save. So some opportunities here on this power play early for the Bengals, but Jace Faso up to the task both times. Ryan Miller, they're looking to catch the Bengals changing. Here they come. Campbell chips it ahead for Miller. Miller feeds one to Campbell on a backhand. Saved by Faso. Campbell on his backhand, wheeling to the outside. Slams on the brakes, looks for an option. Finds Allen, who fires a one-timer that hits 2 sticks and is steered wide. Miller goes to the wall with Matt Bajer. Keeps to the power play.
This is not where you want to be at Buff State. This ECC team is, once again, great with that extra space on 4-on-4, so they're going to have to play really well defensively here and eventually kill off this penalty.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough 2 minutes here for the Bengals if they don't get some possession, and that was a beautiful set play off the faceoff, as the Cats are going to start with the offensive zone time. Gang is going to drop for Indridson, who's playing back on this shift, and he's going to send a nice saucer pass ahead for Nolan Mitchell, who chips it ahead, but Shea goes off the same boards, and now Bajer's got some room here, but luckily there was a miscommunication, and here come the Bengals. What a defensive play right there by Andrew Baker. Zach fires and looks for the drag. That is high and wide, and the very low ceiling here at ECC has that puck knocked out of play, as we're going to get a whistle here with 16:32 to go in the second period. as this broadcast is brought to you by 412 Communications. 412 Communications, the new gold standard in digital media solutions, allow them to put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. Face-off controlled there by the Cats, and they are going to look to start things out here. Good patience here by Andrew Baker, as then he sends a breakout pass through the middle. That is not touching anybody, though, as Indridson retreats back in his own zone. Looks to go D to Owen Gang, but the pass jumps on him, and the Cats now have zone time and a power play for 1:06. Indridson, though, goes D to D. Here comes the forecheck. The point is open, though, as Shea was coming off on a change, and the Bengals are inside a minute on this penalty kill, but they got some work to do, as now here's Connor Smith. Connor Smith, inside, outside, going on his forehand. Great defensive stick there by Gang.
Great poke.
Connor Smith is definitely getting the treatment of a top player, and another penalty coming to, I don't know if they're going to get them both. They're definitely getting Nolan Mitchell. Are they getting Connor Smith too?
Not sure, Sean.
The play was long gone by the time the whistle went, and I just saw Jace Faso heading to the bench, and they're not losing, so that can only mean one thing, a penalty. They got Mitchell. They did not get Connor Smith, so the Bengals make it even harder on themselves, as now 5 on a 43-second power. Oh, they got him. They did get Connor Smith, and that's a big break because 43 seconds of a penalty kill is tough.
Right.
43 seconds at 5 on 3 is brutal. The Bengals avoid that. However, they are down to 3, which means the Bengals' ice shrinks and the Cats' ice increases. This is going to be tough for the Bengals.
Right.
A.J. White might be called upon to make at least one save.
Right.
This is their ice.
Correct.
And I know this isn't the NHL where you've got like different historic barns, but it just works in your favor.
You're practicing here almost 2-3 times a night. You know the way the boards bounce. You know just all the certain stuff about your rink. So home advantage is just huge.
That is why the loss last week to these Cats was a big one here, as now the game is here in Cheektowaga as Baker takes a shot. The save is made. The puck is laying in front of the net as the Cats drop it back for Shea. Shea, if we remember the game at Buff State, had 2 absolute rippers from the point. One deflected, one found the bar. Got to watch him, and here's another guy to watch, Bajer, as he is beyond dangerous as well. Good look there by Shea, and A.J. White gets post-to-post and makes a great save, and the net comes off with 13 seconds. We said it, A.J. White would need to make at least one save. There's the save. Now the Bengals have to get out of this penalty kill.
What a beautiful pass that was, but even better save. Way to keep the three goal deficit here, but just gotta 13 more seconds, kill this off.
It's kept in by Baker and kept alive there by Gherkin. Baker and Gherkin play a 2-man game now as that continues to the point it goes. Plays even as Miller is back. There's the shot and there's the save, and A.J. White hangs on for the whistle to get his team back at 100%. Now they can get back to trying to chip away at this 3-0 Cats lead, as this broadcast is made possible by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker. To buy, sell, or lease any office, industrial, retail, or investment property, trust the unparalleled knowledge and experience of Militello Realty. Puck is dropped into the corner there as Miller and the 2 Millers go to the wall together. Connor Mangione chips the puck down low as it's sent for Campbell. Campbell feels the pressure coming, chips it. Icing is waved off as Worth is going to race for it with Totten. Totten gets there first and goes all the way around for Lewis Miller. Ryan Miller, though, takes the puck off him. And now here's Campbell. Puts a move on one, but does have the puck knocked off him. And then Totten reads the play nicely. Carson Comer off the wall, sends one to the back door. And I've never seen Campbell have that kind of trouble. And now the Cats come back. There's the shot. Steered just wide. Comer goes to chop it, kept alive by Miller. Comer, using his big body, sends his man to the ice. No call there, and the play continues in the corner. Cats, though, relentless on this forecheck. Get the puck initially. There's a trip right there, and there's the whistle as Carson Comer puts in the work, and then Jack Campbell gets tripped on the breakout. Very incidental, just a bouncing puck. That's just bad luck on the part of Erie Community College, but the Bengals are going to get another opportunity here on the power play with 13:55 here to go in the second period.
Connor Mangone has the most penalty minutes on the team. This will be his 70th, so not unfamiliar here, but Buff State's got to capitalize on this. Huge power play.
This is it here. We're right about the halfway point of the game here. They've been solid here in the second period for the most part, but now they got to start getting on the board. And ECC off the faceoff chips the puck down low as Indridson will retreat back as there's a little bit of some token pressure here by James Krzyzkowski. D-to-D pass here for Dara, but he kind of misplays it. And the breakout goes by the wayside, but now here come the Bengals. Slight numbers here as Eberhard on his backhand slams on the brakes, fires one down low for Mendick. Mendick and Hayes go to the wall. Hayes he's a big, strong defenseman, and you can tell he plays here. He had just enough loft to get it over, but it didn't touch the ceiling. With a head of steam, going straight at the defender and around him, jumps around the hit of Hayes, but the puck was moving just a little quickly, and the puck gets by him, and then Hayes cleans up and finishes the job and puts one right on A.J. White. ECC got a goal in this building from center ice on White last season. I wonder if they're trying to pull that again. They are putting everything on him. This is not the same A.J. White, though. Dara, over the line he goes. Chips it in for Mendick. Down low it goes.
Yeah, A.J. White's having a great game. I know they're down 3-0, but he's really keeping this team in here.
Ryan Miller with 40 seconds to go here in the power play. Steps behind the blue line, forgets the puck. And, he faked me out, too, as it's actually Campbell leading the rush, and he's got a head of steam. Campbell fending off a stick check, going around behind the net, commanding a lot of attention, gets the puck back. Point shot, that's deflected, finds a good spot, but it's going to be ECC. Going to get it to center ice, and Miller actually trying to save it. Gets it for Bajer. Bajer puts a move on Miller, but just a little too far ahead of himself. But he does feed Duma, and he wires one, but he's just wide of the net. Allen, the former Cat with 5 to go on the power play, gets by Bajer. He's got to get by Duma, and Duma's skate gets in the way, and that is going to do it for the penalty kill as ECC pretty much gets out of there without even allowing a high-danger scoring chance. A great penalty kill.
That was a great penalty kill there.
Allen. Through the neutral zone he goes. Knifes through the ECC forecheck. Takes a shot, and Faso puts the waffle board out. Makes a great save. Christian Mangione. Long breakout pass, and that is how you do it as here comes Gherkin and Duma. But Gherkin chips it wide, and then the puck is backhanded out of play. Don't think the ref was going to call that until there was some heavy protest by ECC. And now both Connor Smith and Nolan Mitchell return to the ice, and the Bengals also, they didn't do a whole lot with Connor Smith in the penalty box, and I don't think they're going to get that opportunity again.
Right, exactly. You got to take advantage of that, and hopefully, if they do get another chance on the power play, they produce. They need it.
Puck is chipped down low as Owen Gang sends the puck up. It goes. Puck is rolling, doesn't get deep, but it is nice by Tadford to keep it in his feet so we can get it down low for Damian Ish. Damian Ish, nice hands to sidestep one, goes D to D, but Owen Gang having difficulty handling the puck, and that's turned over again. Andrew Baker doing a great job with the stick as he's moving up on this shift. I don't know if he's playing forward or if he's just up in the play. Either way, Baker doing a great job on the forecheck. And now Dara has it turned over. Yeah, Andrew Baker's playing forward, and that just must be a great luxury to have, a guy you can move up and down the lineup like Andrew Baker. Bengals could definitely use some of that in their lineup as Baker causes another turnover, drops one back from Mangione with a shot. It's deflected. It's sitting in the slot, and Rhett Dara picks it up, and he sends it out for Mendick, who's not able to handle the pass, and it's going to be Tadford heading back into his own defensive zone. Tadford backhand. Smith is behind somebody, but the pass is just ahead of him, but he was able to contact it before, after cross center ice to wave off icing, and now Ish is going to send a pass that's picked up nicely by Shea. Joseph Shea locking the edge work down. Chips the puck ahead now for Connor Smith. And he's got room 2-on-1. Connor Smith with Matthews. Feeds it to Matthews. On the backhand, takes a shot. A.J. White gets across and makes another outstanding save as we are at the halfway point of the second period. 1-2. Loses the puck here as Matthews keeps it down low. Eberhard was looking for a penalty. He did not get a call there, and now ECC keeps it. Shea's going to wind and fire, and Jack Eberhard jumps in the way of that. That could not have felt good, but the play remains to the outside as the Cats maintain possession. This is Connor Mangione. Nice look into the slot there, but good defense by Carson Comer initially. But Bajer feeds one in front, and it's banged home by Connor Mangione as the Cats stay with it. And a beautiful pass to the front of the net, and the Cats open up a 4-0 lead.
Mangone makes up for his penalty. Buries that one but off a great pass. Yeah, it's got to get some more pressure here. A.J. White's still staying on his head. Hopefully just keep getting pucks deep on net for Buff State. That's what I can do so far.
Brendan O'Donnell looking to gain the line. And it's going to be kept alive by the Bengals initially as Ryan Miller keeps the play alive at the point. Looks to feed it to the slot, but it's the goal scorer, Mangone, and he's got a head of steam going one-on-one with Zach, but a good stick there by Vincent Zach prevents that scoring chance, and now here comes Miller. Miller with the edge work, just fires a clapper. Wow, Mangone was brave getting in front of that, but he did it.
Hurt.
That's a hockey player there for you.
Right.
Another pass to the slot of the net. Good defense there as that was Lewis Miller blocking that pass, as now the Bengals finally have some legs, but the Cats are just stepping in front of everything as that was a hand pass. That was a late whistle to allow a 2-on-1 on a play like that.
Yeah, that was a nice spin move by Mangone there, but definitely a hand pass, so good call there by the ref.
This broadcast is also brought to you by the Battaglia Marciano Agency, an independent agent for auto homeowners. Face-off won by the Cats again as they're just going to wing it around the boards, as that's a breakout that works. Just ahead of Ryan Matthews as Colby Lawrence reverses ice. That's a good breakout here for the Bengals as here comes Allen. Allen chips it ahead, takes a tough angle shot, saved by Faso, and the garbage is whacked away by Cade Hayes as he has had an outstanding game. Campbell looking to work his way to the front of the net is met with stiff resistance as Ian Worth. Oh, and Matthews reads that pass beautifully. And, ooh, Colby Lawrence pinches him off nicely as Owen Gang gets back, as that was about to be a 2-on-1. But now it's Hayes showing off the hands initially, but it's read by Allen, and a good pass for Worth.
What a sauce.
But the defense by the Cats, the commitment to their own end, breaks up that opportunity as Jack Campbell has nothing on the same boards, and that plays read by Tatford. And now the Cats are breaking through the zone again as they're going to chip it on A.J. White. He had to be on his headspace there, as that was a high arcing shot. A.J. White gloves that down and holds on for a whistle with 7:39 here to go in the second period, as this broadcast is also brought to you by Militello Realty. This broadcast is brought to you by Pup Styled by Jesse, one-on-one grooming services that will have your dog looking forward to its next visit. Voted a best of 716 pet groomer for 2022 and 23. Pup Styled by Jesse on Main Street in Clarence, just east of Transit Road. Face-off won by the Bengals. Damian Ish on his backhand goes to the wall with Duma. Goes down. Puck finds its way to the front of the net, and it's slotted away by a stick, but it's in the corner as the forecheck from ECC is just absolutely relentless right here. But Miller gets ahead of one. Ryan Miller's going to try to do it himself here. Ryan Miller tries to put a move on the defenseman, not to be, as a good defensive stick there by Christian Mangone, and now a breakout for Gherkin. Gherkin sidesteps O'Donnell, and then Duma, the big body, takes a hit from Zach. Both players felt that as the puck is lofted into the Cats bench, as we'll get a whistle to go with 7 minutes to go in the second period.
Great step by Zach there. They tried to go through the legs, and he just played the body, didn't look at the puck. Great defensive play there.
Bajer leaning in to take the face-off against O'Donnell. Bajer wins it initially, but Zach read it, and the Bengals through the zone with speed. Nolan Mitchell and Vincent Zach. Mitchell hits the brakes, looks to reverse ice, sends one to the back door. Oh, and it's knocked just wide by Zach. Mitchell takes a shot. Oh, he had the top corner there, but he just missed the outside of the post. And now Gherkin's going to race for it with O'Donnell, but O'Donnell gets there first. But a good play by Joseph Shea to knock the cross-ice pass. Bengals are offsides here as Miller's got all kinds of trouble. He's going down, and there might have been a hook there, but there's no way a ref could have seen it from their position, as the Bengals now are going to head back into their defensive zone. And at this point, Ronan, that is exactly what you want if you're ECC. Make the Bengals go the long way every single time, knowing your defensive structure's been working.
Almost a dump and chase every play. Get zone time,
and when you have this kid,
best defense.
And what a pass there as a forward finds a D-man, as it's Shea on the pass from Bajer. And this forecheck from ECC is just absolutely relentless right now. Is just anytime a player in black looks to do anything, there's two players in white all over them. and ECC's just doing whatever they want with the puck right now.
Right, they are, and they're just forechecking like crazy right now and keeping a good zone time.
Miller just lightly chips one out for Shea. However, that is not going to allow any Bengals to change here, as the Cats are just going to come right back. Turnover there by Bajer. That's not a sentence I anticipate saying much at all ever again, but that time it was taken off his stick there by Eberhard. Mendick in on the forecheck for Shea. Shea goes back around the corner looking for his D partner. Nice patience right there by Bajer, and then a pass right up the middle for Gherkin. Almost a picture-perfect reception by number 24, but it's just through his legs here as Eberhard doesn't. Now he finds it, and then Eberhard's going to chip it in on Faso as Faso calmly lays the pad down to make sure nothing gets through him. No rebounds. Shea passes it ahead here for Duma. Duma gains the line and fires one wide, but again, you have two Cat forwards in on the forecheck against one Bengal. Now the reinforcements arrive, but it's going to be the Cats coming out with possession initially. Good play there by Christian Mangione. He's got time, and he fires a clapper, and he scores! Turnover at the blue line, and Christian Mangione had all day, half the night, and a runway to work with, and he pulls out the driver and pipes one down the middle, and it is a 5-0 Cats lead as Mangione smacks that puck like it owed him $1, and it's 5-0 Cats.
What a shot there by Mangione. Just steps in, absolute clap bomb through a screen. There's nothing A.J. White could have done there.
No, the fact that A.J. White was crazy enough to stand in front of that is more than I'd have been able to. But again, the forecheck from ECC starts it, and just Buffalo State not able to get out of their own way. Glorious opportunity, and Mangione, angry at that puck, just launches it by the Buff State goaltender. And ECC is not about to lay off the gas. They're putting everything on net right now, as the Bengals just seem to be running on fumes. I mean, Ronan, you ever have to play 3 consecutive games on 3 consecutive days?
Yes, actually, last weekend we did. It's not fun.
Bengals are coming off one of those right now. Nobody wants to hear that excuse here, but it looks like there are some tired legs here in the black uniforms, and that could be big trouble in a playoff game.
Right. 3 games is not fun at all, and your legs get so burnt, so just gotta.
Ian Worth looking for a backdoor pass. Good read there by the goal scorer Mangione to knock that off Campbell's stick. Good defensive play, too, to remove the smooth skating Campbell. Campbell then takes a run at a defenseman. Ryan Miller's got time, and he fires. Faso sees that. There's the rebound. Oh, look out. People are in danger here with this shot. Miller takes a shot, and Jace Faso, calm, cool, collected, steps right on top of the blue paint, sees the shot all the way. No rebound. When your goaltender is as calm and experienced as Faso is, he's very difficult to beat, and you can just tell Jace Faso, whether he was listening to Elvis or something in the locker room, he is locked in today, and he's going to be very difficult to beat at all, much less 5 times in the next 23 minutes.
He's very locked in, and Buff State just keeps getting shot on. Haven't exactly tested him yet, so just keep ripping shots on, and you'll get a rebound goal.
The only chance you have is just the law of averages. Shoot from everywhere, hope you get a bounce,
right, or
hope you can beat him. He is beatable, but it's not. Saying he's beatable is just like saying Dominic Hasek's beatable. It's physically possible, but that does not make it easy.
Exactly.
Allen, the one Bengal who has beaten him multiple times. He's taking a shot here, and don't think for a second Jake Allen's former teammates had forgotten what he was able to do to them at Buffalo State Ice Arena, as they are watching a look on him, as we also have a power play here for the Bengals, as Campbell floats over the blue line. Good pass there for Allen. Allen avoids a check, gets it for Worth, who loses an edge, and that is all it takes. But, oh, and a good play there by Miller, but, oh, that caught him. Yep, I think we both know where that caught him, Ronan.
Right.
Allen takes a shot right there, and there's Faso again, challenging the shot, staring it down, and just neatly and calmly shouldering it to the side. As, you know, when the team scored 5 goals, it's tough to say the goaltender's been their best player, but he's at least been one of them because the Bengals have tested him.
Right. Yeah, he's been standing on his head, absolutely.
Campbell shot through traffic, and somehow, some way, Jace Faso was able to see that shot through a traffic off a deflection. Like I mentioned, he's having one of those games where he's going to be stingy, so the Bengals got to keep working on him, but it's now we're dealing with the clock as Faso's seeing the puck through traffic, and that just makes the task that much harder for these Bengals, as not only are they facing a high-powered offense, but they're facing a goalie that decided to be stingy this afternoon. He's been great, and the kind of great that's fun to watch.
Right.
Mendick at the point, looking for something. Mess around with that guy in front of you. Bengals keeping the play alive with Rhett Dara. Dara, good look, gets it across the back door. Faso, though, slides over and slams the pad shut. Gang's got a race for this one as he is going into with James Kruskowski. Does get there first, though, and sends it up to Mendick. Mendick circles around behind the net as we have 15 seconds to go here in this Buffalo State man advantage. This has just been the story of the game for the Bengals. That pass is just a little off, and ECC pounces on it and just goes screaming back the other way. Even when they're not drawing offense, with this lead, they're forcing the Bengals to go the long way, and they need 5 goals on a goaltender that is absolutely feeling himself right now.
Right, they're playing absolutely amazing defensively.
Mitchell, down below the line he goes. Gets on his something, decides to deposit the puck down low. Give and go attempt play there, but it's read neatly as Dara just turns and fires. And I'm of the mind of 93 in black. Just put it on. You got to do something. You got to start with one. Connor Smith, though, he leads the forecheck, takes a rough ride from Owen Gang, but not before he's able to get the puck to his teammate as we are down to 1 minute here left in the second period. Totten, down low for Shea. Shea, another standout defenseman, one of many for this ECC team. They might be one of the most complete teams on the blue line here in the UNYCHL.
Totally agree.
I mean, when you're able to use Baker as a forward or a defense, whatever you want to, you can do that as Jake Allen tries to go fancy, tries to say, you know what, the conventional shots aren't working, let's try them between the legs. No difficulty there for Jace Faso as he seems to be seeing the puck with his eyes, and he's starting to feel it too. And we've all been there, Ronan.
Right.
When you're facing a hot goaltender, you feel like nothing you do is going to work.
Right, and you just, unfortunately, have to just keep shooting and hope one goes in.
It's not easy to not get frustrated either when you're doing things right and not scoring, but that is what the Bengals are up against right now, and it's playing into the ECC hand as here comes Jake Allen. Jake Allen's got someone going to the net, drops to the slot for Campbell. Campbell takes a shot and he fires it wide. Allen keeps it alive, spins off Bajer, but he loses the puck in the process. And that's something you notice about Bajer. Even when he appears to be beat, he makes that one last play, and he's not beat as Bajer just winds and fires 1-2. As the puck misses, but two cats go into the zone here. The breakout, there wasn't one, as adds 2 more to their lead. Have to think about probably a historic comeback if they're going to advance on here in the UNYCHL playoffs, as the Cats go into the third period with a 5-0 lead.
It was a lot better period there for Buff State, but ECC is just unrelenting right now, and Buff State definitely ended that period with some good charges and some good chances. Just such a tough goalie they're playing against, and got to find a way to get around them here, and hopefully soon. Yeah, they got to get one quick, and they got another one quick, and they got to go. It's possible. It is, it's AAU hockey. Crazy things can happen. Right.
However, the Bengals, they gotta pull out all the stops. They gotta pull them out right now because it's do or die as they face a mountain to climb, and the slope continues to get.
People ask, what is Buffalo Golf and Social? Buffalo Golf and Social is anything you want it to be. It can be the best instruction. It can be a vibe. It can be a hangout with your friends, running a simulator for 4 hours, playing your own playlist, and putting a game up on the TV. We are about everything and anything pertaining to golf. And most importantly, we are trying to build a community of players and a community of people who love and are dedicated to the game.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
I created Buffalo Golf and Social for one reason: to create a space that's different and unique from any other golf facility you've ever been to. It's a place to learn, and it's a place to enjoy. You ready?
And welcome back to Cheektowaga Recreation Center, where we are just about ready for third period action between the Buffalo State Bengals and the Erie Community College Cats here on Nickel City Hockey Network. Thank you again for joining us this afternoon for the UNYCHL playoffs. I am Sean McHugh, joined on the call by color commentator Ronan Hoffmaster, camera operator Jeff Jazarowski, live from the 412 Communications broadcast booth. 412 Communications, your new gold standard in digital media solutions. Ronan, it's been all Cats to start the game here. They're getting it on offense, they're getting it on defense, and late in the second period, the goaltender decided he wants to get in on the awesome play action, and he stood on his head the last couple minutes to keep it a 5-0 ECC lead.
He really did, and for this Buff State team, it's going to be very, very difficult, but hopefully once you get that first one in, you kind of just snowball from there, and you start getting the bounces, because you really haven't gotten the bounces yet, and he's playing on his head, so you just got to keep firing pucks, and hopefully one will go in very quick. Buff State needs. So
yeah, Buff State needs them. They need them fast. They need them furious, as we are underway as the puck is sent into the ECC zone, as O'Donnell goes to the wall with Duma, and it's a big collision right there, as the collision had O'Donnell down, and that little delay forced the play off sides, as we're going to get a face-off here just 12 seconds into the period.
Yeah, that was a great step there, just run into a big body, and Buff State just win this draw, get it deep.
It's going to be Bajer looking to his deep partner for Hayes, and this very familiar D-to-D breakout pass has been working beautifully for the Cats. Almost worked there, but now here comes Hayes. He's a big man, but he's got hands and a shot. Wow. Hayes is the total package right here, and he puts one on the goaltender, A.J. White, who just closes the glove hand on that and makes a save here, as we are exactly 30 seconds into the final frame of the game.
Yeah, he's a beast out there. His hands are really well, especially for his size, and he's got quite the shot. So
yeah, he's someone that's annoying to play against, because there's no time and space, and he can get around you. So that's just a tough matchup here. Is a quick shot, as it's Charles Gherkin, and right off the hop, ECC puts up a 6 spot, as they are not about to sit on the lead. It's a 6-0 Cats lead right off the jump in the third period.
That was quite the rip there, coming in off the left side on the forehand, just ripped it short side there, and once again through the screen. It's tough, can't see the puck if you're A.J. White, so just great shots here by ECC, and they're just going in.
Yeah, ECC definitely brought it today. Buff State came out a little flat, and it just has snowballed from there. Let's see if Buff State can answer with Allen. Allen looks to drop a pass back for Campbell, but a nice pickup there by Christian Mangione. Puck is chipped ahead and then through neutral ice as Connor Smith and Ryan Miller in a race for it. Miller's going to get down there first. Icing is waved off. Miller slams on the brakes, puts a move on one, and now Miller's going to skate through the zone. Miller at center ice, chips the puck in down low. Campbell's going to head it on the forecheck with Faso, who just chips it around him. Allen looks to keep the pinch alive here, and now a breakout for the Cats. Connor Smith and Matthews. Matthews on his forehand, on his backhand, doesn't get enough on it, but a good trailer there by Andrew Baker, and he's going to chip it ahead there for Christian Mangione again, and a block there by Colby Lawrence.
Great block.
Puck gets by Mangione as here comes Allen. Allen's got Baker on him, so shot from outside. Lawrence with another block on this play by Connor Smith, but Smith gets smoked into the boards. That's going to be a penalty as Smith gets run hard by Colby Lawrence. Colby Lawrence is a big guy, and that looked like it hurt. Smith down on his knees, as we're going to get at least a 2-minute power play here. I'm not sure if it's going to be Lawrence or Allen. Allen, the former teammate of Connor Smith, very concerned with that hit.
Hopefully he's okay.
Out to the ice, and while that is dealt with, this broadcast is brought to you by Ivy Lee Pharmacy, a locally owned neighborhood pharmacy for over 60 years, covering CBD, home health, and immunization needs. Located at 2446 Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore. They are taking Connor Smith to the locker room no matter the circumstance. You hate to see it. However, the positive is Connor Smith is walking under mostly his own power. He does have a coach helping him, but it looks like he's just sore. Ronan, at the end of the day, it's competition. It's heated competition. You might not even like your opponent, but one thing you never, ever, ever, ever want to see, no matter who the player is an injury.
Right.
Tough to watch, especially a player as exciting and electric as Connor Smith has been all year, as he has been today. Luckily, we were able to confirm he walked off the ice. Hopefully, we can see him back in this game. If not, hopefully the next game ECC plays, assuming they can hold on to this lead, he'll be available to them. He is far too exciting a player for this ECC Cats team to be without for a playoff run. He's one of the best in the league, and the game just needs him to be part of it.
Totally agree, and yeah, hopefully he's all good. Just taking precaution here, assuming they hold on to this lead, and he can play.
I think, and the thing of it is, I also am very aware that the decision to not come back into this game, if it is made, is not going to be made by Connor Smith. He will fight that with everything he has.
Right.
So we need to see, but we're merely speculating here as Bajer leans in for the face-off against Mitchell, and we are back underway. Puck is chipped around the boards as Damian Ish recovers down below his goal line, looks to send it out there, but Baker hops on that as the Cats now start the power play with a 6-0 lead. It's Baker. Now Shea. Shea takes a shot, and we have seen what Joseph Shea can do with the puck from the point. So got to watch number 20 with that cannon he's got attached to his stick.
Yeah, he's definitely got a ripper.
He's got a ripper, and he's accurate with it. He destroyed a water bottle at Buffalo State Ice Arena. Speaking of guys that destroy things, here is Matt Bajer on his edges. Gets the puck back to Andrew Baker. Cross ice it goes to Shea. Shea, pass tipped in front, saved by White. Rebound, nice glove by White as Duma looks like he got that puck on its edge, which is what you want down low to try and slip it under the bar. A.J. White throws up that big glove and makes an outstanding save as this penalty kill is brought to you by Envious Gameware, the official uniform provider of the Buffalo State Bengals club hockey team.
Great couple saves there, and he's just got to keep going. It's tough, but keep doing your best, man.
A.J. White is not going to quit on this team. He hasn't yet, and he's not going to here in his senior year, but it is going to be the Cats on the power play with Andrew Baker, and he's got a head of steam. Baker looks to skate through two. Maybe a little too much stick handling there. You can get away with that with this kind of a lead. I wouldn't make a habit of that, but again, Baker, even though that puck got knocked off him, you do not want to give Andrew Baker that kind of time and space. If he gets that shot off, you're in trouble.
His hands are very nice, and he's quick.
Andrew Baker is an absolutely gross hockey player, one of the better ones in this league. Can play any position you ask him to, and he has shown that today. We've seen him line up at forward and on D today. Here's Andrew Baker again, playing a two-man game with Shea. Shea wants the shot, and he's going to take the shot, but he blows it off a Bajer's skate, but it's picked up there by Duma. Duma gets Owen Gang in his chest, gets the puck knocked off him. Bajer in support. The Bengals, they do clear it with 6 seconds to go here in the penalty kill. That is going to do it. A great job killing the penalty by the Bengals as they're going to get a wholesale change as Ian Worth is going to spearhead a forecheck on Shea. That pass misses too, but it gets from Jack Eberhard. But Bajer again, it feels like anywhere the puck is, number 26 in white is not far behind. Woo, Miller goes for the big hit, but he met a guy a little bigger than he is and definitely got the worst of that. But that is not going to stop Ryan Miller from playing physical. That is his game as it's been for 4 seasons with the Bengals, and I don't expect that to stop here. Through the middle it goes for Duma. Duma puts it in the feet of Lawrence as the play is whistled off sides. As Duma and Lawrence mix it up, that is a heavyweight bout.
Oh, yeah.
If those guys start chucking them, I think the building's going to shake, Ronan.
Yeah, seriously, those are two ginormous
big,
guys.
great athletes, as
Like,
Colby Lawrence is a football player for the Bengals, so he is no stranger to contact. If anything else, he might enjoy it.
Yep, he welcomes it for sure.
If he thinks you're a quarterback, he's coming for you. I know a football team in Buffalo that could use some of that. Lawrence giving him the business right here. Might have gotten away with a bit of a cross check there, but now the frustration from the Bengals is starting to...
Especially in a playoff game. This could be your last game. So.
I'm certainly not. I don't think either of us are here to comment on effort. It's just ECC has executed at a very high level this game.
Agreed.
Duma. Yeah, Duma has been a pest, to say the very least, for the Bengals. A guy I won't say hate, but a guy you'd rather not deal with when you're playing against him. But my goodness, is he your bro if he's on your team?
Totally agreed. Love to have him on your team. He's a very physical and skillful player as well.
If the hockey coaching bar is set low enough for somehow I coach this game, I definitely would love to have a guy like Eric Duma, not afraid to play hard or physical, and will get in your face. And then here's a bomb of a shot here from Cade Hayes as he whips it around there as it's picked up by Gherkin. Tatford down low for Duma. It feels like he's been on the ice for the last 15 minutes, and that's not a bad play because he grinds you to a powder while he's out there. The Bengals, I mean, that was kind of a metaphor for how it's gone today for them. Just a lot of difficulty handling the puck, and here's Duma again. Duma, good idea. Got to have a teammate there as Caden Mendick slides through the neutral zone. Drops it back, and another bad drop pass, and now here's Baker. What has happened to the passing in this last 45 seconds, Ronan?
Not as crisp as before, that's for sure.
Woof. Ryan Miller. Finally, a pass hits a stick of an intended target, and here comes Jake Allen. Jake Allen puts the move, takes the shot, but he's going maybe one too many moves, and that gave the defenseman just enough time to get back into it. But at the same time, got to do what's working. But now here come the Cats. Matthews got the first goal of today's game. The last goal in last week's game, the first goal today. And A.J. White's going to pounce on that and cover for a whistle with 13:24 to go here in regulation, as this broadcast is brought to you by Colvin Cleaners. For dry cleaning, wash, fold, tailoring, and more, Colvin Cleaners is who the Bengals trust to keep their uniforms the sharpest in the league. Granted, these ECC Cats definitely are not lacking in drip in their uniforms either today.
Those are beautiful unis.
I love me some Sabres colors, the good Sabres colors from my childhood,
Totally
and that's
agree.
what we're talking. Yeah,
Totally
there's someone
agree.
younger than me that likes the goat head.
Oh, yeah. Best
Here-
jerseys in the league.
Oh, you can call a game with me anytime you want, bud. Matthews takes the shot there, steered away there by A.J. White. Puck is initially kept in there. Now here comes Dara. Dara's going to look and wind and fire. He had probably one of the goals of his life doing that last week. That was read nicely as here comes Krzyzkowski with a shot. That's deflected, and Andrew Baker is going to head in there with Krzyzkowski again. Jake Allen. Beautiful breakout pass to Campbell's. He's going to head one-on-one with Shea. Campbell sees pressure coming, drops it back for Nolan Mitchell. Mitchell sends one to the front of the net, and Faso does a great job not only poke checking it, but steering it out of harm's way as there were two Bengals looking to bang home a rebound. Jace Faso doing the little things to perfection, something we should be accustomed to seeing here in this league, as he is one of the best goaltenders in UNYCHL D2. Bajer has the puck taken off his stick, but again, this just commitment to team defense for ECC on perfect HD display today.
Incredible.
It's how you win. It's how you win in the playoffs.
Their support is absolutely incredible. Such well coached, such well executed. It's just, they've been great today.
Hayes fired a shot that didn't get high off the ice, but melted the line of ice it was on because it was ripped. A.J. White steers it to the side as Ryan Miller gonna look to break it out from his D position. Miller through one, chips it off the boards, and he's gonna head in there. He's gonna go to the wall with Shea. Plays it in front of the net, and they score! Well, they broke the goose egg as Ryan Miller leads the rush and feeds Nolan Mitchell, and they finally, after throwing everything, including the kitchen sink and the rest of the house at Faso, they finally get one behind him. You wonder if it's too little, too late, but at least they got the one, a setup by Ryan Miller to Nolan Mitchell. It is a 6-1 Erie Community College lead.
Great individual play there by Miller. Just going around the outside, staying there, and then just perfect pass in front of the net. Great play.
Puck drop back into the Bengal zone for Ish, going D to D for Miller, and then a nice touch pass for Dara by Indridson, but it's just too far ahead, and the Cats are going to look to come the other way. Damian Ish, round the back D to D pass, and that worked. Magnus Indridson gaining the zone. Gets knocked down. Mendick, though, with a nice job on the forecheck. Here's Ian Worth. With the drop pass for Miller. Miller down to the corner he goes. Takes a shot, and Fassel sticks that big left hand out and rips that out of the air. And we're going to get a whistle with 10:50 to go here in the third period, as this broadcast is made possible by Buffalo Golf and Social, Western New York's premier commercial real estate, Western New York's premier indoor golf facility with simulators, lessons, and leagues. Buffalo Golf and Social, the area's best destination for year-round practice and instruction. Book your next event at Buffalo Golf and Social.
Keep ripping them on that if you're Buff State here. Finally got one. Just keep ripping it.
Gherkin chips the puck in on White. White has to play that and then make sure he just kind of slides sideways as he had a knuckler bearing down on him as he's going to hold on here with 10:42 to go here in the third period, as this broadcast is also brought to you by 412 Communications, the new gold standard in digital media solutions, helping your voice get above the fray and build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Allow the 412 team to put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. Ian Worth chips it ahead of his man, drops one back, keeps it alive for Mendick, is not able to get the shot, and the Cats are going to counter. Charles Gherkin chips the puck into the corner, heads in on the forecheck. He's going to get there first. Gherkin, nice play in front of the net, but Caden Mendick gets on Bajer and prevents the initial opportunity. And now the Bengals are going to break it out with Allen. Allen gets taken down on a nice play there by Duma. No call as some Buff State players are looking for one, but we play on. Dara and Duma going to the wall with the puck there, and it's Bajer and it's Shea that comes out of there with the puck. Allen lays one in to Shea, way away from the play. That's going to draw a penalty, as there are some loud opinions to that, but be that as it may, the Bengals are going to have to kill a penalty here with 9:52 here to go in regulation time.
Not what you wanted here if you wanted any chance of a comeback, but just got to kill this penalty off and see what you can do from there. Keep firing pucks.
Jake Allen does not like the call. The Bengals fans also do not like the call, but as I say every time, there is protest to officiating. Even when it's me protesting, it does not matter.
Right.
Bengals are heading to the penalty kill, as this kill is brought to you by Envious Gameware, designers of high-end custom hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. Visit EnviousGameware.com to get your team a look to be envious of.
This is really where you have to sacrifice your body if you're Buff State.
You got to be thinking shorty here.
Right. You got to be thinking shorty. You got to block pucks, get in lanes, soak it.
Well, there's one way to do it, and they got Campbell behind him. So O'Donnell, it's a 3-on-2. There's numbers. Yeah, Bengals definitely have that idea. The problem is ECC knows it, and they're going to come back the other way. Duma, and that's a 2-on-1. Cross ice, it goes. Oh! They don't come any prettier than that, Ronan, as Duma on the 2-on-1 patiently waits for Gherkin, feeds it across, puts the head fake on White and backhands it, and those, I don't care who scores them, I don't care what team, what player, those are pretty when they happen.
Beautiful dish through the stick there, and absolutely silky move forehand, backhand. AJ had absolutely no chance there.
There are not many goalies that don't get paid a lot more money than anybody of us could ever make that are making that save. That was, right. The Bengals had to be aggressive there. Like we said, they got to play to score, not to not get scored on. The problem is that's the risk you take, and when it's run that well, you kind of just got to tip your cap, man. I mean, when the plays run to perfection, you're not stopping it.
Just playing out of their minds today.
I mean, that was a thing of beauty right here. I am a fan of good hockey, and that was great hockey. And now the Bengals, some good hockey of their own here on the breakout. Mitchell takes a shot, and a toe save made by Faso. Shot from Owen Gang. That's knocked out of the air there by Hayes. Ooh, they had a guy lurking, but the pass was fanned on. Bouncing puck, and Faso sees that all the way because, of course, he did.
Right, yeah, Buff State's got to get more bodies in front of the net here. You got to keep firing pucks, get screens. That's how ECC has scored 4 of their goals. It's been screen shots. So make sure someone's in front of the net and try to bang in the rebound.
Bengals keeping the play alive here as Owen Gang takes a shot that finds its way wide. Ish at the blue line keeps it in initially, but it is knocked down there by Totten, but it's kept in there as here's Zach. Takes a shot, takes a rebound, and Jace Faso making 2 saves right there on the initial shot and the rebound. And the Bengals keep possession alive. Damian Ish not able to keep the play alive. Ooh, the big man's showing off some hands, but he's in trouble. But he does hold his position, and no harm, no foul coming from that play. Puck is chipped ahead now, and here come the Cats. Damian Ish blocks that shot attempt as it's high and out of play with 8:12 to go here in regulation. As today's broadcast is brought to you by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker. To buy, sell, or lease any office, industrial, retail, or investment property, trust the unparalleled knowledge and experience of Militello Realty. We have 8:12 to go here in the third period as the faceoff comes in the Bengal zone as Gherkin shoots one, and I think Eberhard might have gotten down and blocked that. Lawrence on his backhand, chips it ahead. The puck gets out, and it's kept in. Miller boots it into the corner, but it's Duma keeping the play alive as Bajer now has it on the slot. Bajer. Man, the edge work is something with Bajer as he just flips it down low, as my ankles hurt watching this kid skate. My ankles also hurt whenever I skate, so that's nothing new. But that is going to be an icing here with 7:44 to go here in regulation time.
Yeah, he really uses his edges so well. He's so smooth, and he's just so quick. It really helps move around. He's so slick, too. He barely gets hit off the puck. He's so strong. And for his height to not get knocked down basically at all is just absolutely incredible. He really uses his edges and his speed.
I am willing to bet that number 26 in white has never once in his life skipped leg day. I mean, it has to.
Agree.
He is. It's not even his height. I mean, yes, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I mean, as a 6'5" person, as I am, everybody is short to me. But Bajer is not one of the bigger players out there. But you know what? I don't think I'm stretching by any imagination to say that he might be one of the physically strongest out there.
I totally agree.
I would not want to get kicked by him, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah. He's so strong in his skates, definitely super strong legs, and that helps with all the quickness and balance.
As the puck is then I'm not sure what could have been wrong with that face-off. Oh, as Miller has been tossed out of the game. That is unfortunate. This is Ryan Miller's last game as a Buffalo State Bengal, as the captain has been excused from the rest of the third period. And the play is going to be chipped up to Eberhard. And it's sent through to Hager, and it's chipped in as Steve White. It's going to go to the wall with Shea. Steve White wins the battle with Shea, but almost creates a scoring opportunity. But here come the Cats. It's Bajer. Bajer gets around the much bigger Colby Lawrence and gets a dangerous scoring opportunity out of it as well. A.J. White holds firm there with 7:10 to go here in the third period, as this broadcast is brought to you by the Battaglia Marciano Agency, providing peace of mind for Western New Yorkers for over 35 years as an independent agent for auto, homeowners, business, and life insurance.
Both teams are physical, so we could see possibly some chippiness beginning, and hopefully they keep it clean and nothing dangerous.
Or if they don't, at least make it fun for us. As Ronan here is familiar with how much I do enjoy when maybe the arms go up a little bit. So,
right.
But in the essence of competition and not the essence of beer league hockey.
Right.
Puck is chipped in as the Cats are going to gather down below the line, as it's going to be Damian Ish gathering in the corner, chipping it up ahead now for Dara. But again, even late in this third period with a lead, ECC's forecheck is 2 on the puck, 1 dropping for the pass, 2 D-men back at the blue line. Very difficult to break.
Right.
And then when you have a goaltender that's standing on his head and face the way Faso is.
Very hard team to beat, that's for sure.
This ECC team does appear to be built for the playoffs. They are going to give everybody a very difficult out. And now what we were afraid of, an undisciplined penalty behind the play, is now what we have is Jack Campbell took a pretty not great shot at Zachary Tatford. And now there's more after the whistle, and this is not what we want to see. And did the Bengals player injure himself in the process there? That was Ryan Marciello. He is not afraid to play physical, and I think I'm putting that about as mildly as I possibly can here. A very big, very athletic defenseman that is not fearful of using his body.
Right. These are 2 physical teams, especially ECC.
These are 2 teams that are not afraid to get in your face at all. And ECC also, I think part of them wants you to get in their face so they can then get the reason to swing back at you.
Right.
And that is what they've done today. Vincent Zach, he's got great speed. But, man, Joan went stride for stride with the speedster Vincent Zach and neatly picked the puck right off his stick. And an awesome breakout pass, and here's Baker to Matthews. There's another opportunity. Here's Mitchell. He might get an opportunity. Mitchell, the goal scorer for the Bengals, takes a shot. NC might have been caught up ice on their power play. 2 plays where the big number 9 gets on his horse, gets back, and prevents a scoring chance. Again, you need it from your D-men, and number 9 was providing that for the Cats on this rush.
The stick is just always in the lane, and that's what you want.
Annoying, frustrating.
Right, very frustrating for the other team.
And in hockey, when your opponent calls you annoying, that should be thought of as the utmost compliment.
Correct. It means you're speedy and you're a pest. That's what you want.
Nobody outside of Boston cares for the way Brad Marchand plays, but I think any one of us would say,
right. We'd love him on our team.
If I got a text saying 100%. My team got him, you are going to see me celebrating like a lunatic, and that is exactly the kind of players ECC has.
Right.
They do it right, though.
100%.
I can't say enough about this ECC team, how prepared they were. One team knew their opponent. One team might have come out a little flat and jumped on it as we're down to a minute to go here in this Buffalo State Bengals penalty kill. Here is Shea through the middle. There's a bit of mix-up here on that breakout as the puck is sent back in as ECC is certainly not about to take the pedal off the gas. Foot off the gas. Man, I can't make words happen, but they're still going to make their passes. Here's O'Donnell. Gets through 2, gets through a stick check, and he's going to go 1 on defense. O'Donnell. ECC's defensemen just were not about to let that happen, and now a good defensive play by Baker leads a rush the other way. Drop pass for Bajer. Avoids the stick check, winds one up, and Vincent Zach got a stick on that at the last possible second. Here's Shea. Shea on the edges, drops one back for Bajer, standing at the blue line as we are at even strength as Jack Campbell returns to the ice. Campbell, though, he's behind him, and the pass is not able to hit Campbell, but he does get down there first, and he's going to wait for reinforcements. Campbell for Lawrence. That shot is blocked by Bajer, and that's going to go up and out of play with 3:46 to go here in regulation time, as this broadcast is brought to you by Pup Styled by Jesse, one-on-one grooming services that'll have your dog looking forward to its next visit. Voted the best of 716 pet groomer of 2022 and 2023. Pup Styled by Jesse on Main Street, Clarence, just east of Transit Road.
ECC really has had their way on the power play entry for sure, and Buff State did a great job trapping there, and there really was no clean entries, so that's definitely an improvement.
Campbell takes a shot there, save made by Jace Faso. Lewis Miller chips the puck in on A.J. White, handcuffs him a little bit, and that is going to be a good play for the Cats, as what should have been a dump-in ends up an offensive zone face-off and a chance to reset, as Magnus Indridson seems to be in a little discomfort as he heads to the bench. As we are now down to 3:33 in the third period, lots of number 3s. That doesn't mean anything. I don't think the number 3 is lucky. Actually, it's part of an unlucky number, so maybe we should stop with that omen. Caden Mendick leans in to take the face-off. It's tied up there, but it's kept alive by the Cats. Down on the half wall it goes, as now the puck is pinned up against the wall. I don't think ECC is going to mind that for the rest of the period. They'll take this, though, as the puck is turned over. There's a shot, and it's fired wide. I don't know if A.J. White got a shoulder on that or not, but the puck stays out. Miller has the puck taken away by Mendick. Now Campbell chips it up for Rhett Dara. Dara tries to get through Totten, and Totten takes it off 2 guys. That's your boy, Ronan. You've seen that once or twice.
He's just one of the smartest players I think I've ever seen.
He's a stud on that blue line, for sure. Alex Totten, one of the best, and he's only going to get better. Plays onside for the Bengals with Gang. Drops it back for Campbell. Oh, what a shot. They gave him that. That is an absolute snipe by Jack Campbell. I don't know if that was tipped or not, but he puts one under the bar. So the Bengals, not willing to go quietly in the night, get one from Jack Campbell. It's now a 7-2 ECC lead.
Wow, what a shot. Wow.
There have been a couple of those tonight, Rowan. Just a couple of shots where it's just like you feel bad for the goaltender, but again, that is what it takes to beat Jace Faso. An absolutely perfectly placed shot where if it's a half a centimeter in any other direction, it's not going in. Either way, the Bengals get their 2-goal lead, and the Bengals are going to get a power play out of this. So there was a penalty taken after the play to close this gap. I mean, anything's possible. I don't know if 5 goals is happening in 2 minutes, but the Bengals get a chance to end on a strong note. As Zach takes a shot there, but Faso, I think, is tired of that. And Coach Turner has put the senior Steve White out there for the power play. Let's see if they look to feed him, as White and Hager are out on the points for the Bengals. Hager chips that pass read neatly by Gherkin, and that's sent the other way as Hager retreats into his own zone. Hager's got Matt Bajer all over him as Bajer gets it off him, and Nolan Mitchell kind of. Bajer has the puck. Oh, Bajer's stick broke, and Bengals had an opportunity there inside 2 minutes here to go in regulation time. Nolan Mitchell down below his own goal line he goes. Finds Steve White. White breaks it out for O'Donnell. Lewis Miller knocks him off the puck, and O'Donnell has to retreat into his own zone. White for Hager. Chip through. Plays kept alive by the Bengals. Hager through the legs. Nice attempt at a move there, but the Cats read that, and now Vincent Zach retreats into his own zone as we are down to 35 seconds to go in the man advantage. Zach showing off the edge work, going behind his own net. Drops a pass off here for White. White's pass hits a leg but finds Vincent Zach. Vincent Zach looks to put a move on one. Faso doesn't grab it. The puck's sitting there, and a good job by Lewis Miller to come out of nowhere and clean that up and knock it to the corner as someone got smoked. It's going to be a Bengals penalty here, as with 50 seconds to go, the ref is. That is Vincent Zach who takes the penalty. That's going to end the game for him, as Vincent Zach, breaks a stick in the process. So Vincent Zach ends his season with a bang. Do that, but he made it. You heard it. Vincent Zach's exit to the season was a loud one. He's had a great year for the Bengals. Very exciting to see where he comes up with, and I don't think the player he hit is going to forget him anytime soon. Vincent Zach, Roman, you know this real well. Number 20 for Buffalo State. If he wants to hit you, you're going to hear it and you're going to feel it.
Unfortunately, I do know.
Sorry, dude, I had to.
I didn't even know that was him, but that was quite the hit. That was quite the hit.
That was him, all right. O'Donnell leans in to take the face off. I do not condone fighting in college hockey, by the way. I need to get that out there because it's not good for the game at all, especially in a game like this.
Right. Russ have been doing a good job keeping it calm.
Yeah, the game has say the officials. This is one of those games where the officials did the job of they let the players decide the outcome while maintaining control.
Right.
Difficult to do at any level, but it was done here. As here's Shea. Chips it in. Puck is sent to the blue line and out as ECC is just going to take it, skate it back. They are going to congratulate their goaltender, Jace Faso, as he puts in an outstanding performance, as did the rest of the ECC Cats, as they will move on to face the Niagara County Community College Thunderwolves in the second round. Bengals, tough end to the UNYCHL season. We'll see what the future holds for them, if anything. If not, though, one thing we have to say, this Bengals team, they had it tough for a little bit this season, but they came back. They showed a lot of heart. They went on a win streak in the second semester, got to the playoffs, got into a position, nowhere to go but up from here.
Right, yeah, they really picked it up and just ran into a really tough team here of ECC. It'll be really interesting to see how they play against N-Trip, and it's two very physical teams going against each other. That'll be a super fun game to watch, so look out for that one.
That is going to do it here for us from the Erie Community College home rink of the Cheektowaga Rec Center. We want to take a moment to say thank you to all of our Buffalo State Bengals fans, all of our Buffalo State Bengals supporters, as well as our sponsors. We could not do this without all of your support. We thank you for giving us the opportunity to contribute the best we can to this level of hockey. And although we are not done covering here on Nickel City Hockey Network, if this is the end for our Buffalo State viewers, we do want to say thank you to color commentator Ronan Hoffmaster for taking time, as he is also in the middle of a hockey season himself, playing for the Canisius College AAU team. having a great season in his own right. Thank you for giving us some of your time to help us out, to bring playoff action. And as usual, the member of our broadcast team that you see the most of but hear the least from is our cameraman, Jeff Jazarowski. I mean, I know I have a way of delivering calls, whether some of you love it or you don't, but the bottom line is we have the best cameraman in all of the game of hockey. If Jeff's work isn't the elite, outstanding work it's been since we came to, none of this matters, and Jeff needs to be acknowledged as much or more than any of us. Thank you very much to our founder, the Buffalo State assistant coach Aaron Alpern, as well as Coach Tim Turner, Pat Krebs, and Joel Latempio. We support this hockey team. We appreciate the opportunity to be part of the growing game here in Western New York, and we cannot wait to look more into the UNYCHL playoffs, as well as anything else we are fortunate enough to bring for you, our viewers. Thank you very much to all of our viewers, all of our sponsors, all of our support. You are the very best. We could not do this without you. Rec Center, your final score, the Erie Community College Cats 7, the Bengals 2. For color commentator Ronan Hoffmaster, camera operator Jeff Jazarowski, members of our team that are not here, producer Katie Lee, color commentator Ryan Tantillo, and others, thank you for everything for this Buffalo State hockey season. We will see you next time here on Nickel City Hockey Network.